When all the water inside the tunnel disappeared, SpongeBob was suddenly exposed to the air. His arms slowly started to shrivel up. When Sandy opened the metal door, SpongeBob felt like a fish out of water. There wasn't a single drop of water inside Sandy's house, but SpongeBob still pretended that he loved the air there. The moment Sandy turned around, SpongeBob immediately showed a painful expression. A waterless environment was almost unbearable for SpongeBob.
This air is the driest, purest, most airiest air in the whole sea. Oh, over there's my bird bath.
While Sandy wasn't paying attention, SpongeBob quickly ran to the birdbath to refill himself with water, but he still felt extremely dry. Just then, SpongeBob saw Patrick sticking out his pinky finger, so he bravely reached out his own finger. He gave the flower to Sandy, but by that point, his body was already so dried out that pieces were falling off.
You okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
The moment Sandy turned around, SpongeBob immediately stood up and tried to leave. He walked to the door, but realized he couldn't open it, so SpongeBob could only force himself to return to the table. Just then, Sandy came back carrying a vase. SpongeBob's attention was completely focused on the water inside the vase. He couldn't even hear what Sandy was saying. Then, Sandy turned around to grab some cookies.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I need it.
SpongeBob finally couldn't take it anymore. He grabbed the vase immediately and poured the water into his mouth. Then he rushed toward the door, but at that moment, Patrick suddenly burst in. Patrick grabbed SpongeBob and tried to drag him back to his seat. However, after only walking a few steps, Patrick couldn't handle it either.
What kind of place is this?
Patrick also wanted to escape. They used all their strength trying to open the door. Just then, Sandy walked over with the cookies. She discovered that SpongeBob and Patrick were already severely dehydrated. Sandy immediately grabbed a hose and put helmets on both of them. Only then did they return to normal. Finally, Sandy brought out some tea to share with them, but with their helmets on, they couldn't drink the tea normally. So Sandy simply put the tea bags directly inside their helmets.